What's up, everybody? This is Henry Fleischer here from the Cannabis Dispatch, also the CBD Business Networking group on Facebook, and I got part two with Mike Sessoms of SSE Group, and we're going to cover an event he has coming up. So, Mike, give us a little overview about the event coming up.
Sure thing. First and foremost, thanks for having me on again, Henry. Much appreciated. And hi, everybody. As he explained, I'm Mike with the SSE Group and the HQ event. And coming up right around the corner on May 26th through 28th, we have our CBD events. Now, our CBD show to a degree, but it's a different format of trade. Give people more understanding. What we do is we bring in direct manufacturers in a given industry. And this particular event, it's the CBD and supplement industry. And you set up an exhibit in a deluxe hotel room suite at a high-end resort and a destination location. This is actually happening in Park City. It's absolutely amazing resort, beautiful rooms, beautiful scenery. The area is absolutely just beautiful. And the exhibitor set up in a suite. And then we fly out all volume buyers, being chain stores and distributors, and each manufacturer gets a 20-minute private pre-scheduled one-on-one appointment with each exhibitor, one after another. So the buyer goes from room to room to room for 20 minutes at a time. It's kind of like business speed dating is the best way to sum it up. And hands down, one of the most productive format of trade shows on the market. We've been doing this for, between our sister company and ourselves, we've been doing this for over 15 years. We've done over 150 trade shows. So we've been doing this for quite a while. We've really got it down to a science. The whole goal and the whole foundation of our boutique style trade shows is relationship building, because outside of that 20-minute window, everybody's at the same resort together for the entire duration of the show, and everybody eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner together the entire duration of the show. So that allows you to get a lot of quality time with both your buyers and exhibitors to build those long-lasting business and personal relationships. So that's the whole foundation of our shows. So if you guys haven't checked out a CBD events, I highly recommend it. We sell out every show. They're very small and very intimate, and that's all by design. We typically only allow 30 to 32 exhibitors, and we bring in approximately 20 to 25 buyers. So it's a very good networking and relationship building group. This one's happening, as I mentioned, in Park City. It's coming up May 26th through 28th. It's a great time. It's actually personally my favorite venue out of all the venues that we utilize. This is probably my favorite. It's a great location. So definitely hit us up. If you guys have any questions or want some more information, you can call us at 877-220-9502 or visit our website at www.ssegroup.llc.com, and we can reach out. One of our sales reps will reach out to you immediately as the show is right around the corner. We do have a few openings left. We sell out every show, so I'm expecting those to be filled up quickly. So if you guys are interested, reach out as soon as you can, and we'll get you some information over and try and get you locked in.
Oh, awesome. So if somebody's thinking about attending as an exhibitor, what would the day-to-day look like for the event for an exhibitor?
So our day-to-days are pretty jam-packed. I don't like to waste people's time or money. So I want to utilize every minute of your time while you're there to make sure it's as most productive event you can possibly have and profitable for both buyers and exhibitors. Buyers, you're going to see a lot of new products, a lot of hot products. You're going to build relationships. Exhibitors, you're going to meet some volume buyers that can, move some product for you, get your products out to the masses and get it on their store shelves. And out through distribution channels. So the day-to-day on Wednesday, which would be arrival day, is everybody arrives on Wednesday. Exhibitors will set up in their room. Buyers have a leisurely day to explore and have fun in Park City. And then that evening, we have a reception dinner. Everybody gets together. We all have dinner together, break bread, hang out, get to know each other, start on a relationship building. And then the next day on Thursday, the 27th, and I keep looking over to my calendar, so sorry about that. Thursday, the 27th, we have an early morning start. Everybody joins together for breakfast. We all eat breakfast, and then 8:30-ish, 8:30 sharp, I should say, meetings start, and you'll have 20-minute meetings, one after another, all the way up until lunchtime. We all break, and we all eat lunch together, and then after lunch, roughly 1:30 or so, we start meetings back up. That takes us up to about 5 or 6. And then we break for an hour or two,
and then everybody reconvenes for our banquet dinner. At our banquet dinner, we have a speech where we present our Best in Show and Best New Product Awards for our exhibitors, and the buyers at the show actually rate and judge all the exhibitors at the show. And then we also offer a raffle system. So the buyers that place orders at the show get raffles. We raffle off Xbox One, Robert Graham backpacks, really cool fun prizes, iPhones, Apple products, Beats by Dre headphones. We raffle off cool prizes to the buyers that are placing orders at the show. And then for our grand prize, we raffle off a free vacation giveaway to one company wins 2 people with a 3-night stay at one of our luxurious resorts with airfare, massage, and a dinner included for 2 people. So that, and again, there's only 20 to 25 buyers at these shows. So somebody's winning a vacation, a free vacation. So these are really high-end, upscale, super productive events that you really need to be a part of. If you really want to grow your brand and get out there to the masses, this is the place to be. So we encourage everybody to come on in and give it a shot. And I'm confident once you try it once, you're going to love it. And then Friday, the 28th, the last day of the show, again, we reconvene for breakfast. Everybody eats breakfast. Immediately after breakfast, meetings start back up, takes you up to about noon. And then after noon, after 12 p.m., the meetings are over, exhibitors start tearing down, buyers take off. So it's a quick in and out trip, super productive for your time, and it's a great time by all. Everybody has a great time at our events.
Oh, awesome! And for a buyer too, what's the difference between them and an exhibitor? What should their expectations be?
So the buyers, same scenario. The buyers are expected to obviously go to all the meetings, and we help with that. We have ample staff located throughout the hotel. And the rooms are all in close in proximity. So they literally leave one room, walk to the next room. They're required to do all the meals. And that's what we're there for, is business and relationship building. So we have great food. That's the other thing. We always have top-notch food. We're not serving conventional hot dogs and pizza. This is all catered in, like wedding style catered food. So it's great food. And the buyers do their meetings, and then they have all the meals together. All the meals and meetings are all mandatory by all attendees. Some of the other benefits to our events is, prior to the show, we provide detailed business profiles on every company. So every buyer receives a detailed business profile on every exhibitor they're going to meet with, and vice versa. Every exhibitor receives detailed business profiles on the buyers they're going to meet with. That way, you can do your homework before the show even starts and know about these companies that you're going to be meeting with. So you know who the contact name is. You have a picture of the contact that you're going to be meeting. You know if they're a manufacturer, what kind of products they manufacture. You have their contact information. You know where they're located, and what part of the country they're in. If they're a buyer, you know if they're a chain store, if they're a distributor, if they're a chain store, how many stores they have. So you guys can do your homework on either side of the fence to know who you're going to be meeting with, which is extremely valuable information leading up to a show. So the people that take advantage of those profiles, and we send those off to all the attendees that are contracted in, you get those profiles. So that's an amazing tool for both the buyers and the exhibitors. So we really go the extra step and the extra mile for all of our attendees to help have a successful show. Now, on top of that, we don't just throw you a booth and say good luck. Okay, we want you to be successful. That's our job, to make sure you guys have a productive, successful event. And we walk, for our new attendees, we walk with you hand in hand prior to the show, leading up to the show, during the show, and in the aftermath of the show to help guarantee your success. We have all kinds of support from our sales staff, our logistics staff, so we can help you guys in all kinds of ways, and help you guys have a successful show.
Oh, awesome. So another thing too, you mentioned how there are 20-minute sessions between the two parties. For somebody who's attending, how many of those 20-minute sessions should they be expected to attend in a given day? About?
Well, it goes off. The meetings themselves happen over a day and a half, essentially, and there's 30 to 32 exhibitors, so the buyers would have 30 to 32 meetings over a day and a half. And again, all the meetings are mandatory. Obviously, that's why you're there. And so the exhibitors would have 20 to 25 meetings because there's 20 to 25 buyers. We have a gap in the buyer to exhibitor ratio on purpose to make the flow work well. Plus that gives the exhibitors, they'll have a couple breaks in their schedule throughout the day. So it works out well.
Oh, awesome. And another thing I wanted to cover as well too, like on average, how much new business has been generated between the new businesses from attending one of your events?
Wow. I mean, tens of millions. It's hard to put a number on it, but our shows actually help put companies on the map. I've had numerous exhibitors that are new into the scene. They're new manufacturers, new exhibitors, and they've told us after the show that this show, months after the show, they're like, this made my company. It literally takes only one or two of our buyers to help, to pay for the show. And it's not the orders that they get at the show, it's the next 2 to 5 years worth they get of business from one new buyer that pays for our show 10, 20, 30 times over. And that's really the way to quantify and qualify and look at these shows is a long-term big picture play. You'll get orders at the show, but it's a long-term business aspect of it that's the most appealing from these big volume buyers that we bring in, that's most appealing to a lot of these exhibitors. So we've had, give you an example, one of the largest exhibitors, two of the largest distributors in the smoke shop world for our smoke shop events that we run, met at our show to create one of the current largest distributors in the nation. And they met at our show and partnered up from our show. So we have, tens and tens of millions, if not hundreds over the years. So there's a lot of business that's written at our shows. I mean, at any given show, there's millions in business written in a day and a half. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's really amazing, and it gets me giddy as a schoolgirl because I'm excited to see all of our attendees so happy and everybody writing the business that they're writing, and it's a fun time. We got a great crew. We got a great group of attendees that come. We see a lot of familiar faces. Once people come to our events, they want to keep coming because it's so much fun and it's productive for their time, and it's easy setup. I mean, for the buyers, you're showing up to a beautiful resort, top-notch food. You're hanging out with industry friends the whole duration of the time. You're getting to know people. You're building relationships. For exhibitors, they don't have to set up a monstrous booth. They send one sales rep who sets up in a room. It's very easy. So logistics, less shipping. So there's a lot of benefits all encompassed in this whole package.
Oh, wow. So you think that how you guys are really, like, you guys have that hands-on support with all the different buyers and exhibitors. Would you say that's the biggest differentiator between you and traditional trade shows?
Yeah, the relationship aspect is in the relationships that we have with all of our attendees. The format is really what differentiates us from the traditional booth show. The traditional booth shows are great. We offer those as well, which we'll get into next. But this is kind of a different animal. It's really what differentiates us is the format with those 20-minute private meetings and the relationship aspect. Again, that's the whole foundation of our events is the relationship building.
Oh, cool. And for those in the group as well, too, who would you say is the best fit? Anybody who owns a CBD brand or in the supply chain, would you say this is a great fit for?
Both sides. For CBD brands, we only allow, and this isn't capped at CBD. It's really CBD and supplements, and we're actually going to be changing the brand name from CBD events to supplement shop events down the road here, because a lot of companies that carry CBD carry other alternative supplements as well. But what we consider a manufacturer would be, you actually manufacture the product, you have it private labeled, you're a direct importer, or you're a master distributor, or you have an exclusivity on a brand. Those would be the types of companies that would be eligible to exhibit. What we don't want is distributors exhibiting, because the buyers that we bring in are big enough to where they're not going to buy through a third party. They're going to buy direct. You know, we have if I have a 600, we have a 600 store chain that visits with us that comes to our shows. They're not going to buy through a distributor. They're going to buy direct. So for a distributor to set up at our shows, it's going to be a waste of their time and money. And again, I'm not in the business to waste people's time or money. So that distributor would be a better fit as a buyer. So on the buyer side, we invite chain stores and distributors, you know, because this is a volume driven trade show. It's not designed for the mom and pop shops of the world. We do offer shows for the mom and pops as well. We don't want to not include anyone. So we do have options for the mom and pop shops of the world as well. And we love those guys. But this is more of a volume driven trade show. So chain stores that are doing X amount of money annually a year in gross sales and gross revenue, and distributors and such things of that nature.
Oh, cool. And you did mention too, you have a big event coming up in July as well. So if you want to touch on that, be my guest.
Yes, so that's our HQ event and trade show. So we partnered a couple years back with HQ Magazine. HQ Magazine is the smoke shop industry's largest, longest running B2B trade magazine in the smoke shop arena. And they have a great reputation. They have a great name brand behind them. They've been doing it for a long time. And they've been our official sponsor for our smoke shop events trade shows for years now. And we partnered up with them to put on the first ever HQ event and trade show that happened last March in New Orleans. And it was a huge success. Now, this is unlike most of the typical traditional convention hall style booth trade shows on the market currently. And the reason I say that is for all the different things that we're doing for this show. This is really, we pulled out all the stops. We're going very heavy in the tech angle. We have a phone app on our phone where buyers can and exhibitors can go on and they can register on the website or on the phone. Once they register, they download the phone app. When they get to the trade show, they use their phone. They go up to a scanner, scan the QR code on their profile on their mobile app, and it automatically prints out their badge to get into the show. They then walk up to the registration desk, grab their badge, walk into the show. So we had at our first show, I've been to hundreds of booth shows over the years, literally more than I care to admit to. And there's anywhere from an hour to a 3-hour wait to get into some of these trade shows. You know, for me, I don't want to wait an hour to 3 hours to get into a trade show. We had no more than a 12-minute wait for any attendee coming into our show because of our technology. We were able to streamline that registration process and get people into the show right when they got there. It was absolutely amazing. People loved it. We also went above and beyond, and we're doing a lot of things for our buyers. This is where we're focusing on the mom and pop shops and the chain stores and distributors of the world as well. We give everybody a $300 gift card, if you will, towards free merchandise at the show. They can use, it's $300 worth of free retail merchandise for every single buying company that comes to the show. You're getting $300 in free product right out of the gate. You can use that card with any exhibitor at the show. It's an amazing thing. You know, it works out great for the exhibitors. You know, it works out great for the buyers. If you see somebody new that you want to try out, but you're like on the fence, no harm, no foul. You got free product. You can try it out in your store. It doesn't cost you a dime. So it's a great thing. You're getting $300 in free retail merchandise just for walking in the door. We also have the high-tech integration. There's a lot more with the mobile app. That was just one little aspect I have that I mentioned. We have, we do trophies for exhibitors. We have best in show and best new product. And we have live polling by our buyers at the show through the mobile app. The buyers going through their mobile app and they vote right at the show. And we have live polling on TV screens right at the show showing who's in the lead for the top 5 or top 10 on each category. And at the end of the show, we'll tally up and see who the winner is. And then we'll present trophies to the exhibitors. So it's really, it's kind of fun and cool. And people come back and look at the screens and see who's leading. And so that's kind of fun. So we have a social media wall on our mobile app where people are going in and they're chiming in, and they're taking pictures and photos and text and everything, and people are commenting on it. So it's a really cool app that we have. Again, we've gone very high-tech integration on this event. which is really what's setting us apart from a lot of the other traditional booth shows on the market. We have a lot of giveaways that we do. So we have some really cool things. Now, as far as the exhibitor side of the fence, we give every exhibitor that comes to our show gets a free ad in HQ magazine. The size of the ad depends on the size of the booth, but every single exhibitor gets a free ad. They also get a free line listing in our show guide, the official show guide. We have really cool. We just solidified this week. We're having an after hours pool party at the next HQ event. The next HQ event is happening July 21st and 22nd at Caesar's Palace, and we're having a pool party at the iconic Caesar's Palace pool. So this is going to be off the hook. DJs, giveaways, drinks, food, all kinds of fun stuff. And look, who doesn't want to go to a Vegas pool party? I've never been to one, so I'm kind of excited myself. So it should be pretty fun. I'm sure of it. So really looking forward to that. But just another cool, fun aspect of the show. And to help, again, with networking and relationship buildings. Those parties is where you're going to see your person in your booth for a couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it may be, 20 minutes. But at the pool party is where you're going to build those relationships. We're all about relationship building here at the SSE group and the HQ event. So we got a lot of really cool things. Every buyer that comes to the show gets a gift bag. There's goodies inside the gift bag. We have free for qualified buyers. We have a free night stay at Caesar's Palace. So we're really going the extra mile again for all of our buyers and exhibitors. So we work, and again, I don't just throw you a booth and say good luck. We work very closely with all of our attendees, both our buyers and exhibitors, to ensure you guys to have a great, successful show. So it's a lot of fun. It's unlike any booth show on the market currently. And if you guys want to join on and register, pre-registration is not a requirement, but I can tell you it's going to streamline your process once you get to the show. When you get to the show, if you're pre-registered, you're basically walking in the show. Your wait time is next to nothing. So you're going to go to thehqevent.com to get registered. The sooner you can get registered, the better. Another cool thing we're doing is VIP buyer gift boxes. We have gift boxes with products, free products, all wrapped up in a bow in a nice gift box that's hand delivered right to your hotel room for our qualified buyers that are getting a free night stay. That's really cool. So you walk into your room and you got a gift box full of goodies waiting for you. So we're, like I said, we're really going the extra mile for everybody here at the show to ensure your success.
Oh, that's awesome. So a bow tie gift?
Yeah. So really, really cool stuff, guys. I mean, a lot of, and I'm just scratching the surface here. There's so many things that we're doing for this show to really stand out amongst a sea of shows and to help people be successful and productive, and that we're not sparing any expenses. We're pulling out all the stops for you guys.
So, yeah, on average, how many people attend the HQ event?
Oh, like I mentioned, we just had our first show 3 months ago, or back in March, and it was about a 3-to-1 ratio, 3 buyers per exhibitor. So it was our first show, and we were literally the first trade show of the year in a year in New Orleans. We were the first show at the convention center to pop off since COVID happened. So it was in the midst of COVID. So it was and it was our first show, but it was absolutely great turnout. I couldn't be more happy with the turnout. And we're expecting the Vegas show to be much larger yet. So it's just growing and growing in size and popularity, and it's going to continue to do so. So we definitely urge you guys to join on, get registered now. Booths are already filling up for exhibitors. We're probably close to halfway full already, and the show's not till July. We have a high percentage of our exhibitors that were at the first show have upped their booth size at the second show. And the buyers that came, that got the gift cards and the free rooms. We also have massage stations throughout the trade show. Buyers can go get a free massage while they're walking the show floor. Their muscles are aching. They stop and get a free massage at one of the massage booths that we have. Phenomenal. We have character artists We have a character artist at the show. Like at the amusement parks, you can go and get your free sketch, all complimentary, free, as a keepsake to take home with you. So you can go get your sketch drawn, your cartoon character sketch drawn. So we have character artists. We have a lot of really cool, fun things involved with this show to have the fun aspect with the business aspect. We want you guys to have fun while you're doing business. So it's a great time.
But one thing, the massages though, that's you don't get that anywhere else. That's unheard of.
Only at the HQ event.
Yeah, going back to like the CBD event, how could somebody sign up for that?
So for the CBD event, they can give us a call or stop at our they can send an email off to info@thessegroup.com. They can call us at 877-220-9502 again, or they can go to our website at www.ssegroup.llc.com, and that'll get you to us. And then as soon as you send off some kind of notification to us, phone call, email, web registration, we'll reach out to you immediately and get you guys set up for the show coming up right down the road here.
Awesome. And do you have anything else you want to cover too for the CBD event or the HQ?
Not really. We've pretty much touched on all the major bullet points. There's a lot more to it. I just urge people to sign up sooner than later. Go onto the website, get registered. As soon as you can get registered, the better chances are you can get, the free room and so on and so forth again. We definitely want to see everybody there. Everybody's welcome at the HQ event. That's the show where distributors can exhibit at. We do promote that. The CBD events is more for direct manufacturers, like I mentioned earlier, or exclusivity companies or private label brands, or you have a brand, anything of that nature. But they're both great events. And we just urge you guys to join on as soon as you possibly can. Reach out to us today. We'd love to talk to you, and we look forward to seeing everybody at HQ and CBD events, Park City.
Awesome. It's great having you on, and you're always more than welcome to hop on at any time.
Great. Well, thanks again, Henry. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing everybody soon.
Yep. Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
You too.